Julien, it's such a pleasure to be with you today. When I have any questions about climate change, you're often my go to person, so thank you. I know that Jackson Family Wines is planning to convert 100% of its estate to regenerative farming practices between now and 2030. Can you tell us about that?
Our company recently announced through our Rooted for Good platform a commitment to transition 100% of our planted acres to regenerative farming practices by 2030. And what that means for us is really investing in soil health and creating a wide range of environmental benefits that we see that result through healthy soils. And regenerative agriculture is a way to help us get there. And some of those practices include conservation tillage or reduced tillage, composting, adding carbon into the vineyards, cover cropping, enhancing and increasing our crop diversity, and really supporting biodiversity in and around our vineyards, and also integrating livestock into the vineyards.
Julien, how do you define regenerative farming?
So for us, regenerative agriculture is really defined by the things that we do to enhance and increase soil health. And soil health is important because it supports a whole host of positive outcomes and impacts in our vineyards. We think about it as feeding the soil as opposed to feeding the plant, and creating those conditions that allow the plant to thrive as it needs.
Julien, can you highlight the recent International Winery for Climate Action white paper that addresses the benefit of regenerative practices?
Some of the things that we're doing to advance the study of regenerative agriculture include collaborating with the International Wineries for Climate Action. We recently published a white paper, a soil health report of sorts, that compiled all of the data to date that a number of the IWCA member wineries, including Spotswood Estate in the Napa Valley, and Cullen in Western Australia, and Familia Torres in Spain, compiling all of our research to date about our soil health building practices into a single comprehensive white paper. And that piece is available on the IWCA website.
And why does it matter for your company from a viticulture and winemaking standpoint?
For us, regenerative agriculture represents a great opportunity from the winemaking and the viticulture standpoint. On the vineyard side, we think regenerative practices will help increase and enhance the resiliency of our vineyards in the face of a changing climate. And we're also hopeful that there is the opportunity for vineyard soils to potentially sequester atmospheric carbon dioxide and reverse climate change as a result of these regenerative practices. There's still a lot of questions on that point. We are committed to working very closely with the research and the academic community to understand that. We've recently undergone a big study with, we're working very closely with UC Davis, with Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, and with Skidmore College to measure and to test these things in our vineyards in California and Oregon, in a broad array of vineyards, to really fully understand what works in a regenerative system, what actions and what practices that I described above have the most potential for increasing and enhancing soil health and overall carbon levels in the soil, and really looking to measure the permanence of those soil carbon gains and whether those can be sustained over a long period of time to hopefully help mitigate against climate change.
And how does it impact your initiatives and goal to become climate positive by 2050?
Regenerative agriculture for Jackson Family Wines represents the new way in which we're farming. And when I say the new way, it's really an age-old way. And again, it's a focus on building soil health and focusing on those positive outcomes that can arise as a result of these practices.